Let's talk about how I pack my backpack. What's up, backpackers? I'm Dan, and welcome to Backpacking Adventures, where we talk about backpacking, hiking, and gear. If you're new to this channel and those interest you, consider subscribing, but make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. I currently use a frameless pack, but I do have packs with frames, and I pack both of them the exact same way. Also, I'm going to show you how I pack my pack that personally works for me. You may have your own way that works for you, and that's great. First thing I do with my pack is I start packing the inside. But the first thing that goes in it is a pack liner. Even though my backpacks are water resistant to the point where I believe they're waterproof, I still use a pack liner. But I don't use a pack cover. What is a pack liner? A pack liner could be a trash bag or anything that goes inside your pack that you put everything you want to keep dry in. Basically a giant dry bag. I use a Nioflume bag. It is very strong, it lasts for a long time, and I think I bought a pack of 3 for like $4. One of the other benefits of using a pack liner is you can stuff your gear in there without individual stuff sacks. This allows me to pack everything into all those nooks and crannies so I fill up and use the space efficiently. Now, there is an order to how I pack my gear. I put the gear in that I don't use as much, or the gear that I would set up last when I get to camp. So when I'm done packing, the last thing I put in my pack liner will be the first thing I take out when I get to camp. And when I pack, I just continue to pack them in the opposite order. First item I put in is my puffy coat. This goes with me on all my trips, whether it's hot out or not. After I pack my puffy coat, then I throw in my hammock pillow. Then after that, I put my clothes in. I do put them in a dry bag, but I don't shut it tight. This way, when I compress everything, it flattens out. But I could just throw my clothes in the pack liner, just like everything else. But I like the organization of a dry bag. Mainly, I keep them in that dry bag for when I'm at camp. It keeps my clothes together. I can easily pull them out at one shot out of my pack and just put them in my hammock for later. Next to go in my pack is my top quilt. And I don't put this in an individual stuff sack, I just stuff this down in. Then I put in my underquilt. Same way, just stuff it in. On top of that, and close to my back, I put my hammock in. Now I keep my straps in the stuff sack with my hammock. But if they're wet, I'll take them out and store them on the outside somewhere. Then I close my pack liner and I compress everything down and get all the air out as much as I can. Then I just twist it off and stuff the extra down. Now getting back to the order on how I pack that pack liner, I pack it in the reverse order to when I'm going to need it when I get to camp. The first thing I'm going to do when I get to camp is set up my hammock. So after I pack my bag, my hammock ends up on top. Then I attach my underquilt, which was the second to last thing I packed. And so on until I have all my gear out. This prevents me from having to dump my gear out on the ground and either get it dirty or wet when I'm trying to find something. Everything can just stay in the pack until I need to set it up. This is extremely helpful when it's raining out. Then after the pack's closed, I put my ditty bag and my camera gear bag on top. And if it's cold out, I may just put my fleece on top of that. Then it's my food bag and cook kit. Now, I store my cook kit in my food bag. That's just easier for me. It's all in one spot. Then I close up my pack, take the air out, and then cinch the side cords down. Now, moving to the outside of my pack, my water bottles, they go on the 2 side pockets, of course. And then put my tarp upright in the large pocket in the back. Then my stakes go next to that. Then I put in my rain kilt, or if it was the winter, I would put in my rain pants, along with my rain jacket and rain mitts. Then my poop kit goes in, and then finally my water filter kit goes in next to that. Again, I usually put the things I would use the most at the top. Then on the front left pocket, I put my hand sanitizer. And depending on the pocket I have on my pack, I do keep my camera in there as well. Then on the right pocket, I keep my headphones and my cell phone. Now this pack also has a bottom pocket. I usually store my ground sheet in there, and I also have my maps in there in its own dry bag for easy access. Next, I attach my sit pad to the bottom of the backpack with the cinch cords. On the top of my left shoulder strap, I keep my whistle, and on the bottom of my left shoulder strap, I keep my little device that keeps track of the weather, a compass, temperature, and everything like that. On the top of my right shoulder strap, I keep my Spot Gen 3 transponder, and I also have either a bandana or a buff tied there so that I can use that to wipe off my sweat. And then lastly is my fanny pack. In there, I put my first aid kit and the snacks I need for the day. And again, this is how I pack my pack. It works for me, so it may not work for you. Do you have a different way of packing your pack? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and go explore.